Hey, hi, what's up? Welcome to Space Couch. How's it going? Happy to see everybody here in space. I get so lonely in the void that it's nice to be able to talk to you all. Real quick, the chat client that Restream gives me is okay, but it's not, pardon the pun, stellar. So I'm just going to be looking at Facebook and Twitch today. So if you want to talk to me or our wonderful guest, who I'll introduce in a second, do that. I'm already seeing a flaw in my plan, and give me just one sec here. We just run into so many space problems here in space that we just need a little live adjusting. Okay, that's how we do. That's how we do. Ladies and gentlemen, he will be coming on screen in just a second. I'm very happy to be talking to this particular friend of mine today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome SYRINX. What's up, buddy?
What's going on?
Hey, man? Welcome to space. All right.
You see, you put a lot of work into it.
Yeah. It's the Big Bang. That took a weekend, man. That zapped a good weekend. But and I hired out Jupiter. But other than that, it's turning out well.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
I am happy to see you just because you're you, but I have to thank you off the bat. I know it is crunch time for you because you are the music director and on the board for what is fast becoming one of my favorite fan run cons on terra firma when I visit the Earth there from my couch here in space. MystiCon is coming right up, everybody. That's in Roanoke, Virginia. And our guest today, in addition to being a Mixmeister magnate, like that, I just did that, is also music director for this con. And sometimes people think that these cons just sort of happen, like it's the seasons or just gravity or something, like they're this naturally occurring thing. But I know it takes a ton of work. Because it's coming right up, I just wanted to start here. Could you speak to the what it takes to make a sort of MystiCon happen, and even taking a step back from that, just for people that might know you or I just from music, like introduce us to the world of or even Gen Con, if they have in your brain con means New York City Comic Con or something like that. Tell me about what a fan run con is and how you make it happen.
Yeah, we're not as big as say Dragon Con or anything like that. So we're about 1,500 people. That's our sellout. Really, we literally go all year planning for the upcoming convention.
Oh man, it's like Nightmare Before Christmas. They do their big Halloween thing, and then there's only 364 days.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as we get done with this upcoming weekend, we'll take like a month off, and then we roll right into
into it.
2020. Some instances, I already have one of my bands booked for next year. I mean, it just
awesome.
Happens really quick. So I mean, yeah, we're like a nerdcore. It's almost like Woodstock for geeks. What I call it. It's a 3-day full convention of costumes, masquerades, concerts, Rocky Horror, independent film festivals, panels, parties, meet and greets, you name it.
Awesome.
Yeah. In your first year, remember the Dragon?
I still have it.
Yeah.
I look at it every day when I make music.
That's your long-term contract.
So this takes place at a Holiday Inn
Follow me in Roanoke, Virginia.
In Roanoke.
Yep.
I don't know if something's in the water there in Virginia, but like all these industrial bands keep coming out of Virginia. It's fucking great. I love it, man.
I blame Charlottesville for that.
What's that? Oh, Charlottesville is what's going down?
Charlottesville for that, yeah.
Okay. Good stuff. Oh, hey, Jesse Hunt from Conform Code just said what's up. What's going on, man? If you are on Twitch, I'm sorry, I'm trying out a new format. Holler at me right now. I'm worried I might not be getting those chats. But so you and I are actually doing the Gossicle. Ladies and gentlemen, we have among his many talents is Gossicle Live member. And we'll also... What's that?
I said I'm your stage sidekick.
And you know more. That came out weirdly sexual, but we won't get it. You are chairing it. You're on the board, and we're gonna get right into the main theme of Space Couch already because I love a dude with a motor. You're performing in a Rocky Horror troupe, if that's the right word, that you started. And seems to be kicking ass. Can you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, so I moved here to Roanoke. Found out there wasn't a Rocky cast, and I've been performing Rocky when I lived in Ohio since 2005. So I formed my own cast. We're called Charming Underclothes, and this weekend's our 3rd anniversary. MystiCon's always our first show of the year.
Awesome. So it's your big kickoff.
Yeah.
And
then we tour across Virginia for the rest of the year. We're even going into North Carolina over the summer.
Oh, across the state lines.
Yeah, we have. So after MystiCon, we got 2 other conventions, and then it's just our regular shows within Charlottesville and Lynchburg and Roanoke as well.
Okay, dope. So you do riff raff, yeah?
Riff raff's my primary role, yeah.
Okay, cool. So how long does that go for?
February through the end of October.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, we average a show at least once a month.
And
then October is usually like 3 shows a month.
And you're doing that while you're trying to figure out like band stuff and figuring out like you got to coordinate the sound guys, make the whole thing happen, right?
Yeah. That's why this week it's what I call crunch time because I got to make sure the convention's on going ahead. I got to make sure the bands are good to go. And our Rocky show's good to go.
Awesome. And we get to see the Gossicles are. You'll hear my voice get a little bit. Okay, hey everybody, sorry, I had my chat thing a little bit screwed up. What's up to Dom? Find out Automata. Brian Absence in the house. Dan. Oh, Sai's here. What's going on, man? And Jimmy Malik. What's going on? I don't know how to pronounce those Japanese characters. Sorry, I just figured it out. I had that a little bit backwards. All right. So, it's coming to. Oh, I'm sorry. I got distracted by my own chat. We will be playing with Tony Lekmansky's The 40 Boys. That's going to be cool. Yeah. Tony Lekmansky, you might know from a Gossicle song, because one time I wrote about how I watched him sleep in a Star Trek uniform. Good stuff. Looking forward to that. Guest of honor this year for the media is Robert Picardo, the hologram doctor from Voyager. That's going to be cool. Yeah, I heard he's a funny dude. I know he does guest vocals on that Voltaire album by Trexjewel, so it's going to be It's gonna be great. I'm gonna have to hit those panels.
Yeah, he's coming in Thursday night. We're hoping to get him for the karaoke party as well.
Oh, oh man, hologram karaoke. That's gonna be the best. Big ups to Antonym in the house. What's up, Antonym? Um, all the rock stars. MystiCon. Um, there may also be something of a 2.5 bands. Um, you and I have a project we've been sort of working on for a while. Very excited about that. Uh, so I heard a guy. I know a guy who's connected. You might get a Kionic track. I can never figure out how to pronounce it, dude. I'm so sorry. Kionic. I'm fucking dumb, dude. It's all this traveling at the speed of light. Like I use all my brain power to keep this couch afloat in space.
Well, sound waves get distorted.
Sound wave superior. Ah, nice. You're wearing a sound wave shirt. I see what you did. Oh, hey, what's up? Demo's Logic in the place. Well, I want to I'm gonna jump ahead here with Psy and Joker in the place. I'm very excited about this episode for many reasons. One of them is I get to leave the Tigersquawk logo up on the screen instead of just like in the intro. You have been extremely helpful on the Tigersquawk tip for me. Tigersquawk Records is this label I accidentally started, and SYRINX has scouted out some of our Isserly, Demos Logic, if I'm saying that right, Type Trauma, Soundwitch, these amazing bands. So let's just kind of talk about how we're great, if you want.
So we're just gonna talk about you for like 20 minutes.
Stop! I just said that the Isserly releases alone is half the catalog. So
right?
Thanks for scouting that out.
Keeps us relevant.
Yeah, your mix shows on that you've contributed to the Tigersquawk SoundCloud and stuff have been fantastic. I know you've been doing a lot of DJing. Like, tell me about your DJing style because it's pretty wild. Like, you got a lot of range.
Yeah. I've always said my inspiration for DJing is if you were to take the Beastie Boys Paul's Boutique album and pretty much any early Public Enemy album.
Okay. Cool.
The sampling, the layering, the beat construction, that's pretty much my style because like any one song of a remix or even a mix show or within a mix show, it's about 8 tracks deep.
Yeah, wow.
From various beats and samples, and then due to the limitations of my studio software, sometimes I gotta consolidate those 8 and then load up 8 more on top of it. So so I go for that really like dense old school hip hop sound.
Okay.
But I make it work within whatever genre of the original song that I'm working in.
Yeah, because it's like in the mix shows I've heard, you'll go from like Grandmaster Flash to like Nitro Noise or just some insane like Suicide Commando to like Whodunit. You're like, what is happening right now? Like, it's pretty awesome, man. The audience can find those at soundcloud.com/Tigersquawk or where should they go to hear some of your DJ sets?
Remixes are on my Bandcamp, which is syringstar.bandcamp.com. The remix sets, I know you got a couple on the Mixcloud for Tigersquawk. I don't know.
That's mixcloud.com/Tigersquawk Records.
Yeah, mixcloud.com/SYRINX, or it might be SYRINXstar. has some of my old radio archives
Mm-hmm.
when I did them weekly. Yeah, I think that's it.
Well, that's cool because that's bleeding into like the next thing I wanted to talk about a little bit because you do like just like DJing, but you're you're such a prolific producer of original content. Um, does does the DJ thing inform because you've done a ton of remixes? Um, I think you've done like double digits easily of gospel stuff.
Yeah, with that first one being the Konami code
Yes.
with Der Kommissar, the Kommissar beat. I was like, yeah, it's a German influence with the German song. These go together.
So good, so good. And I know you've worked with like the illustrious Kevin MacLeod.
Well, that was an original song. That was actually pretty cool to make.
Yeah, it's a great track, dude. Check that out on incompetech.com. You sampled me trying to go live with and then you and Angel Metro did a song about that. I would like it if you could speak to a little bit of the process of not only DJing but creating your original content because it's so like it's pretty wild, and where you draw influences from like musically.
Yeah, I guess really like for the Kionic stuff would be like the most true original stuff. I guess
Mm-hmm.
it's really creating. It's creating a remix, but in a song fashion.
Hmm.
So instead of just trying to like rearrange the verse and the chorus and throw beats behind it and whatever in a breakdown, it's like I'm taking that mentality, but I'm creating it in like a verse chorus
Mm-hmm.
structure. But then knowing that you're gonna lay down vocals on top of that, I'm taking that into consideration as well,
Right.
and where the keys are gonna lay in and stuff like that. But it's still that underlying backbeat. It's still that same old school style.
It is.
It's that big beat. There's a sample of some sort in there that fits the motif of the song, and
it's pretty great. Like I love like the Kionic, our side project. I'll do a pretty standard, or for me, standard industrial track, and send it to you, and it'll come back like Cybotron did it, or some old school band, and I'm like, this is just such a bonkers direction. If I'm SYRINX and I'm just like sitting around listening to music, like what are you listening to these days?
I very really.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I'm all over. Like, okay, so here's how I describe my musical taste. So like, I'm a hardcore. Like, Rush is my favorite band.
Okay.
But I'm also into very much into old school hip hop. But I'm also into the goth industrial stuff.
Right.
But then you can throw in anything from Dr. Demento.
That's pretty awesome. I see a lot of that in your music because there'll be like this like big rushy synth part out of nowhere, and then like a shake your booty sample, and then the song will be like make like mythological references like.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking of remixes, I want to point out Anthony just posted in the chat. Yeah, so Science Fiction had that Portal album come out.
That's really good. And are you on that?
I did a remix for him. I don't think I'm actually released at the moment. I think he's putting out a remix album.
Okay, I felt good because I felt like I was being a shitty label head for a second there because I didn't. Nah, it's just not out yet. Okay, now I'm really excited. That Portal album is amazing. You wanna check out the album is a lie, and on his page that's Science Fiction PSY, or what we've been sort of talking about. Facebook.com/Tigersquawk Records, Tigersquawkrecords.bandcamp.com. I am updating that. And Mixcloud.com/Tigersquawk Records. It's all over the place. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Dom's on that. Fantastic. No, Dom's on the remix disc too. That's gonna be real cool, man. So I have to ask, and this is going. I'm just gonna grab the wheel and go right into like me being self-indulgent because you turned me on to Black Mirror like way before it was cool, like way before, and I'm like, all right, like we'll check this thing out. Like seriously, gonna check it out. And that first episode is like,
right?
That's it's and then you're in. Pardon the pun.
You can make it past that first episode.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing TV. And then I was like, that was dope. What else you got? And he's like, you got to check out the Lost Skeleton of Cadabra. And I was like, I've never heard of this. And he's like, just trust me. And it's amazing. It's if you like bonkers, self-aware indie comedy. I don't know if that's the right word, but it is. If you're watching this right now, I assume you have something of a sci-fi nerd bent. I cannot recommend Lost Skeleton of Cadabra and its sequel enough.
Oh, Lost Skeleton Returns Again.
It's called Lost Skeleton Returns Again. So, with that big old rambling lead-in, do you have anything else we should check out here in space?
Well, staying with the Larry Blamire films, he did a series called Tales from the Pub.
Tales from the Pub, okay.
It's like Lost Skeleton dialogue, but set like in a Twilight Zone fashion.
Oh, is it the same sort of like, I am a scientist, I do things for science kind of like joke? Or
yeah, it's that type of dialogue.
Okay.
Self-referential dialogue. Also,
Lord Jack, what's going on, man?
Yeah, actually, another shout out to another friend of mine, John Johnson from Darkstone Entertainment, has been pushing out a lot of his stuff, and so like I'm sorry, titles just like escaped me, but I know he's got his 7th guest series is coming out.
Ooh,
later this year. Yeah, Rifters is a movie coming out this year. I'm also in that as well.
See, yes, Space Couch. The dude started an acting troupe, is in it, is chairing a con, and is in 2 movies that's coming out. Can you 7th guest? You might remember if you're of a certain age, like myself. Before the YouTube age here, just sort of seeing anything resembling live video on your computer screen was erstwhile amazing, right?
Yeah.
And
it was the first one to feature digitized actors, right?
Yes. Correct me on that if we're wrong, Internet, but real close to the top. If not, this was a CD-ROM game, big deal. And you explored a haunted house that, and then they would animate the traps and shit, yeah. And but now there is a movie. Is it in post-production? Is it done, or what's the deal with it?
No, 7th guest is still in post.
Okay. All right, what's up to Silver Walks? What's going on, man? From Distortion Productions is in the house.
Nice.
We got, so 7th guest post-production, and give me the 411 on this other movie you're in.
Oh, Rifters. It's a sci-fi film. I play what they call a variant, which is kind of like a zombie type soldier. I know the scene that I filmed.
You play a zombie soldier in a movie?
Yeah. It was like one of 4 during the scene that I filmed, so that's really all I got. I was just there that one day on the set, and then
Right.
But I think
Okay.
that's also in post. That's got a lot of CGI work that's getting added in. So
Okay.
it's probably gonna
Okay.
take a while.
So you and so it might take a second. And where might we find these once they're done? I mean, I
Uh,
suppose it's in this distro world. Who knows? But like
right.
the.
Seventh Guest, I'm not sure what his distribution legal
Mhm.
path is for that, because I'm sure that's, he's probably going to go through the game designers for that. But most of the stuff, like with Rifters, and then his Plan 9 that he did a few years ago.
Oh,
And
this is Plan 9. Okay, great.
yeah, he's got an Amazon channel for like the Prime members. It's just Darkstone Entertainment.
Stars spelled like you would spell it.
Yeah, Darkstone Entertainment.
Okay.
Yeah. And then he's got was it Vimeo? He's got a channel in there.
Okay.
And then I know you can find him like on the various other streams.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, what's up? What's up, people, man? So you can see SYRINX perform as one of the greatest gospels of all time Saturday night, or you can see him die twice in upcoming movies. Or I guess he's already dead if you're a zombie soldier, but you can see him. So you can see him die 3 times, 2 movies, 3 deaths. That's that's the Tigersquawk difference. Boom, space
Well, I
talk.
hear that in the concert too. That'll be like right at the end of the last song.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Gossicles are already dead inside, so it's all kind of a lateral move. Oh, so excited, so excited. Let me let me circle back to MystiCon for a second, just because I'm excited. Is Geek Radio Daily doing a show? Do you know?
Yep, they'll have a show Saturday afternoon. In fact, that's when we're right at the same time we're coming to pick you up at the airport.
Okay, great. Geek Radio Daily is a wonderful geek-friendly podcast. Super funny.
Do the ding.
What's
we gotta
that?
do the ding. We gotta do the ding.
What's that?
The Geek Radio Daily. Ding.
I didn't pick it up. I'm sorry. It took me a second. That's a nickel in the jar for me.
I just don't want Flynn to get pissed. That's all. We're under contract here. And...
Yes. Tigersquawk Records. It's all a Geek Radio Daily thing. I'm sorry that I keep having to lean forward, but sometimes these chat clients update by themselves, and sometimes they don't. I do apologize. Maybe I can figure out how to do that from my space remote. But oh, hey, Jill from Null Device is here. Rock stars. We'll just I figured it out. All right, we'll do that. So, this is something of a dumb question, because I know you're probably trying, knowing you're probably trying, hey, what's up? Flatline 2001. You're probably trying to do 3 things while we're talking here from space, but in your month, in your month off, do you have any plans? Like, what's next for SYRINX?
Yes, actually, starting in March, I've got a Ships in the Night remix that I'm going to be starting on.
Oh, hey, Ships in the Night. Love them. Awesome.
And then Anthony and I were looking at starting up our own project.
Oh!
So check this out. He's called science fiction. And with me being a Rocky Horror person, I want to call us Double Feature.
That's good. That's very strong.
But I'm going to spell double, since he's got Psy spelled P-S-Y, I want to spell double D-A-W, as in Daw.
Nice.
Double Feature.
Double feature. Good stuff. Oh, man. Space Callus exclusive. The stars of Tigersquawk are aligning.
And then I'm sure there'll be like another Issery remix in there somewhere, I'm sure.
I mean, we've been talking for about 12 minutes now, so there's probably been 5 or 6. It's just happening. Isserly is the Australian sensation on Tigersquawk. You also found Soundwitch, who is amazing.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if Joker's still watching the feed or not, but I gotta thank him as well for both Type Trauma and her, because they just happen to be performing in Roanoke, and we're like, hey, you should us. And then Type Trauma, we found out, lives here, so I was like, okay.
Yeah, like I like we were talking, like Virginia's got it going on. Speaking of Type Trauma, Type Trauma's own Bobby will be doing sound for the MystiCon set, so you know it's gonna rock. Check out Type Trauma on typetrauma.bandcamp.com. If I messed that up, just Google it. But it's really, really good. It's really, really good.
That track, Enemy in Me, has been making some rounds.
It's quite strong. It's quite strong. And I played Mothers on Drugs on the DJ Moose show. My personal favorite of the album, although Enemy in Me is super strong. Yeah, this Tigersquawk thing, man. It's doing well. Like Bitman, who I played with in London, like heard about it, and he's like, you know, how does one apply to Tigersquawk? And I'm like, Bitman, hell yeah! Like I couldn't mash the thing fast enough, and that Beta Virus album just annihilates. So, thanks again for your help on that. Do you game at all these days?
Not really.
I mean, when are you going to find the time? You're doing 18 things.
That's mainly what it is. Like I'll play Hearthstone every so often.
Yeah.
Just, when I need a moment to like not do anything.
Right.
So that's really about it. I got like when Ingress came out with their 2.0, I got into that for a moment, then quickly got out of it. I am eagerly awaiting the Wizards Unite, though. I'm excited.
The what?
Harry Potter Wizards Unite. So the Niantic that made Ingress that I beta tested like 6 years ago, eventually, put out the Pokemon Go, which is Pokemon on top of the Ingress engine.
Okay.
And now they're getting ready to come out with Harry Potter Wizards Unite, which is supposed to take this AR thing into a whole cool direction.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Pokemon was never my thing, so I was like, I got the beta invite because I was an old Ingress engine. I was like, this is cool how this evolved, but the Harry Potter one is totally my fandom.
Okay.
I'm really excited to see this game.
Awesome. Yeah, they in 1997 or something, possibly way earlier. Yeah, really early, maybe like 95, something nutty. My home in where I was a kid. I was like in high school, and they in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, they sent like the local Fox affiliate sent like a preview tape of this new show to our house because like my brother's like not that much younger than me, so they're like, all right, average income home, 2 male children. This is our target demo. Because there was this new show coming to Fox called Pokemon. And me and my brother were howling laughing because it was so dumb. We're like, this will never take off. This is American is we are way too evolved, pardon the pun, for this. And then it turned into the most giant media empire since the 007 movies or something. But yeah, that's my other one. Now I'm just telling stories. I was in Germany, like 95 or 96, and there was a band that was kind of coming to prominence there, and like Metallica had just put out Load, like their dumb comeback album, and there's these giant posters for this band Backstreet Boys, and I'm like, Backstreet Boys, get out! What Backstreet? Huh? This doesn't make any sense. Who are these new kids on the block looking motherfuckers? Never gonna take off in the States. you know the rest of the story. Just took over the world for a second. So maybe I should just start hating on Tigersquawk and then it'll blow up. I can't do that because we just keep making magic.
We are pretty awesome. I mean, when it comes down to it, really.
So, I want to smash cut back to music because it's kind of why we're here. I'm
I've already made
SYRINX.
like 7 remixes while you were talking.
Yeah,
so.
you probably just did. Well, like you get a remix kit from whoever, and they go, all right, we want some of that Silo's Backstreet Boys, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys side. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you. What's step one? Like you crack open that remix kit. Do you go right for the drums? Do you look for like a little vocal hook?
Yeah, actually, it's even before that. Like I'll hear the actual song, and just the way my mind works is I'll start thinking of something that would fit, or some beat or some sample that would just lay really nicely into the song, and then. Then I kind of go to like I'll approach the artist and be like, "Hey, can I remix this song? And can you send me kits?" And then once I open it up in my workstation, I already have an idea of where I'm going.
Okay.
And then it's a little bit, part planning, part experimentation. Yeah, I usually what I try to do is I'll not really use the drum track unless I just need like that extra bass kick that you've already got. Incorporated into the song itself. But usually it's the vocals, the keys, any background noises and vocals. And I usually try to come up with like my own original beat and then find the sample to go with it and whatever effects I'm doing. Like the last one I did was probably the one for science fiction. I had a lot of fun with that track. Did a lot of really cool panning effects to it, and just try to keep the feel of okay, this is within the context of a Portal game, so I wanted to keep that feel. And that's one thing, like even remixing the song, like I'm not a big fan of moving stuff around. Like, hey, let's put the chorus in the beginning and shove the verses down. I want to keep the intentional feel of the song, but of course, give it that different flavor to it.
Okay. Awesome. Are you using any software we should know about, or you've been using the same stuff for a while, yeah?
Yeah, I still use the same software when I did the mix shows for internet radio back in 2009. It's a program called Mixmeister. It's very archaic. It has its bugs, but I used it so much that I know how to work. I know how to work with the bugs.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it's got its limitations. It's only 8 tracks deep, but I can consolidate and then just add 7 more to that. But it handles pretty much all the plugins that I use. I'm a big fan of Sugar Bytes and their plugins. Fetrix is probably my go-to.
I don't
on a lot of stuff.
What does it do? I don't know that one.
It'll add like bit quenchers and delays and looping and stuttering. Yeah.
Cool, man. I mean, that's always the catch-22 of music software. Like, you want to be able to use the most updated shit, but you get so used to one interface and you spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours like learning it, and that jump can be tough. I'm still on the internet's gonna kill me for this, but I'm still on Cubase 5. Like I will. My laptop's a little bit more up to date, but every nice one, Zach. Every time I look at that upgrade button, I'm like, today's the day. No. Wait, like, because like I got a couple remixes I'm working on, and yeah.
Do I want to delay this album release?
What's that?
I said, or do I want to delay this?
Yeah, there's that. This gasoline thing will come out. That's what I'm working on now. But there's a lot of gospel shows coming up. Like I mean, mostly I live on this couch in space now, but I will go back down to my terrestrial home in Boston, and then board an airplane and fly to Roanoke. Why don't just fly there with my space couch? I don't know. Oh, because miles. I gotta use my miles. Because even here in space, things still cost money. But and then we got April 3rd. Don't quote me on that. In Providence, Rhode Island, with Snow Beasts and Morris Black coming up. Not too much after Roanoke. That'll be great. The reason being is I got to write some new gospel stuff, but I want to get this gasoline album out the door. And then to bring it all around to your point, remixes are awesome, but I'm trying to get these other things out the door. And so that's not to say don't give me remix kits. Do. It's just, you got to learn how to balance it all at once. Speaking of spinning plates, we've talked about this a couple times before, but if you could speak to our wonderful terrestrial audience about how you do all these things at once.
A lot of alcohol? I don't know. No, it's gotten, things, that's a tough question, really.
Yeah.
I try to do the best I can to make things work out. Like MystiCon, all the MystiCon stuff, even though we pre-plan a whole year for the upcoming year.
Yeah.
Being for the music director, like I said earlier in the show, is I've already got one band already booked.
That's so that far ahead. I think is pretty good.
Yeah. So really that's probably the easiest out of all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Because once I get the 3 bands in and figure out who the go is going to be and get our sound guy, we're kind of done.
Okay.
And then it's just making sure you guys are still coming in February. But usually it's the casting that really takes a lot of my time because I'm the one that's booking the shows and setting up the prices and then corralling the cast and and setting up the rehearsals and all that. And then the music, sadly, kind of takes the back seat a bit, and it's I kind of have to fit that in when I can. And all of February is comes down to this upcoming weekend. So March, I'm essentially off, other than us getting ready, the cast getting ready for April. But that'll be a music month for me. Because I'll have a little bit of downtime. So it's really just kind of knowing my schedule for the year and not trying to quadruple book myself. Yeah, it's pretty much it. I found the pattern, I think, last year. I was like, okay, this works. I'm going to stick with this. And,
nice. So planning ahead and finding a pattern.
Yeah.
Dope. Speaking of finding, you have so many things: MystiCon, Charming Underclothes, Kionic, SYRINX. Where can we find all this on social media?
Facebook. Honestly, I don't really. It's there. I don't really use it as much. But Facebook.com SYRINX. But if you want my personal profile, it's SYRINX Star.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram. The cast has a page, facebook.com/C, the letter C, the letter U, at RHPS.
That's
Instagram.
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Sorry.
Yeah. See you at the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. TikTok is a big thing that I'm starting to get into, or I have been getting into a lot.
I'm dumb. TikTok is like Vine 2, yeah?
Yeah, pretty much. It's you're lip syncing songs or some sort of dialogue for 15-second videos.
Okay. That's TIKTOK / Charming Underclothes, or how's that?
No, actually, Actually, I haven't found the real way of distributing links, but if you look up SYRINX Star for me or see you at RHPS
Okay.
Fast, you'll find it. It's yeah, I got brought into that. John Johnson from Darkstone was making a lot of stuff, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this would be a really cool creative outlet for me, and so I started creating these videos, and I was like, oh, this would be really awesome for the cast actually, because we do movies, that's what we do, and so I started getting into it, and I followed a few people and met them through their lives, and now it's become like a legitimate social media for me because now we have a Discord server and we hang out on House Party and yeah.
So thanks for the heads up on that. I'll have to check
Yeah,
that out.
yeah. So any creative types, I would actually recommend it. It's a pretty cool way to make viral videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I gotta see if I can stream to that. They probably don't do streaming. Anyway, where did correct me if I'm on 100 pounds of acid, but where did I see you as Colonel Mustard? Was that just?
Oh, that was a Charming Underclothes production. We did the movie Clue. It wasn't Colonel. I was Mr. Green.
You're Mr. Green. Okay.
Yeah, it was Mr. Green. Michael McKean all the way because I'm a huge Spinal Tap.
Nice, man.
But yeah, no, we did Clue. We did a few shows of Clue last year, and that's where the picture came from. We also did a Lost Skeleton. We're actually getting ready to do Lost Skeleton later this year as well.
I'm sorry. You're doing what?
We're in Lost Skeleton.
Oh, you're doing. So that's okay. That's very exciting. This
Well,
Lost Skeleton movie is the real deal. I'm telling you. For the uninitiated, could you tell when you say "do"? Like, if I've never seen tell me what the Rocky Horror Experience, or in this case, Clue, or whatever is.
All right. So shadowcasting, as it's called, um, it was set pretty much started up in the early '80s in New York, is where I think history dictates that was like the first shadowcast experience. But basically, Rocky Horror Picture Show was playing on the movie screen, and then you had performers in full-on costume, screen actor costumes, in front of the screen acting out the parts along with the movie. And then you add in the extra experience of the throwing the rice, putting the newspaper on your head, all that, and it's really just taken off from there.
So did you actually have to murder people for Clue, or?
No, but there are casts out there, and we're one of them that take on other movies as well. Clue's a popular one. I am very proud of the fact that last year when we did Lost Skeleton and Cadavra for the first time, we are the official first cast to ever perform that movie.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
With special permission from Larry Blatmeyer himself, which is
that's the director
great.
Or what?
Courtney Skinner, who did the props and made the mutant costume, lives here in Virginia. He's like about 2 hours away from Roanoke.
Awesome, Virginia.
Yeah,
got it going
came to
on.
RavenCon for our debut performance. Gave us a bunch of memorabilia. Like I have all these pins and just like postcards and ribbons and stickers and all that. But the coolest thing though is he still had the original mutant head that you see in the movie.
Get out.
In a box, brought it to us, and the person that we had playing the mutant in our show got to wear the actual.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
The movie we're talking about, if you're just joining us, is the Lost Skeleton of Cadavra. It's just this movie that SYRINX and I like. I'm sorry if you haven't seen it, but imagine your favorite campy old movie, and then you found the director and got to wear the actual, like, it would be getting an actual spoon from The Room, or getting to wear a goblin head from Troll 2 or something like that. Like, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit at the top of the hour about all the great shit coming out of Virginia, which I don't know. I'm so Midwest that I live in Boston when I'm on Earth now, but and I'm finding out that like Boston is amazing. It's amazing. I just never been before, and MystiCon was really sort of my window into the Virginia scene. I talked with Bobby and the Type Traumas a little bit about this. Like it just seemed to be going off there. Is it just like what? I mean, is something in the water? Like what's going on down there?
That's a good question. Yeah, Roanoke really took me by surprise. Like you said, when I moved here out of Ohio, I was like, okay, there's a couple things I'm looking for, not really seeing, and all my stuff was still in storage up in Columbus. So I was hitting like the local library for my computer, for my emails and stuff. And there happened to be a flyer. This was like early January this particular year, and I saw this flyer for MystiCon. I'm like, oh my god! Like Roanoke has a sci-fi convention.
Okay.
And then I'm looking at the guests, and it's like Richard Hatch, Nikki Klein, and
nice.
And I'm like, cool. And then so I went there that weekend, and here we are now, and I'm on staff and on
That's
board.
Cool, man.
But
that's the cool thing about these fan-run cons, though. Like MystiCon, for example, like we'll just be in like the con suite room for like rock stars like us or whatever. Like, and I'm getting my celery with peanut butter on it, and then like the Fifth Doctor is just like right there, just like chilling, right? I mean, pardon the celery. Was it the Fifth Doctor with the celery? Sorry, I'm sorry if I screwed that up.
Oh, you're talking about the Davison year, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was nuts. Or like Q is just like walking around, and you're like, what the fuck is going on?
I've got a video of Shawn Myers dancing behind me.
That's so dope. You will know him, of course, from Serenity and Firefly. God damn it, what was his character's name? I'm blanking on it.
Dr. Simon Tam.
Simon Tam. It's just like chilling. What's up, Gary? Milwaukee in the house.
Yeah. Jason Carter. Jason Carter was another good one.
Yo, can I tell this story, dude?
Absolutely.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was your segue, sir.
Oh no, that was some chaotic shit because that was you and me working together to make a segue happen. You guys, out here in space, I'm not just a resident. I am a fan of space, and like I'm like dyed in the wool Babylon 5, right? And like these special guests oftentimes, no offense to them, show up and do the thing, and they're perfectly wonderful and nice. Like Sherilyn Fenn of Twin Peaks was the guest one year when I was there. We were on a plane together, and they do their thing, and they're great, and then that's it. They do their thing. Jason Carter, Malcolm from Babylon 5 is an animal. Like he saw every band. He was rocking out to the gothsicles. I got to from Babylon 5. I got to make a shoulda boffed him Babylon 5 joke, and he was like and like just if you go back and watch Babylon 5 and see that character that he plays like just screw around, he's acting very little. Like that's kind of the guy you get, and so just to be able to just rock out with Jason Carter of Babylon 5 is part of the MystiCon magic, which you can catch. When does it start officially?
Officially Friday afternoon at 3 p.m.
Friday afternoon, 3 p.m. Interface in the house. Rockstar Party. What's going on, Eric? So that's gonna be great. We are among many other plates. There will be some new Keonic material. Yeah. I think it's fair to say, right?
Yeah, I've got a folder's worth of stuff.
Okay, awesome. You have some remixes coming up for science fiction. you have done remixes for Italy, the prior project, excuse me, Girl Flash.
Yeah.
Anything else in the clip we need to know about?
I'm sure there'll be another Gossip remix or something.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
got it.
you were the start. I mean, you are the catalyst of this whole thing. So.
Well, we met. Was it through that Luke Ski remix?
Yeah, so that's how I discovered you.
Okay.
All right, so I was a Luke Ski fan, going back to the Dr. Demento stuff. So I was a Luke Ski fan for a long time now.
Yeah.
And he puts out the album, and there's that quick industrial cover of House Party at
it's not even 2 minutes long.
Not even 2 minutes long. But something, I don't know, something about that track, like I hooked onto it. I'm like, oh, this is a really cool sound. And
yeah.
It was enough for me to search you out on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, they're a real band and they have an album, because I think you only had the first album out of it.
Right.
So I got that, and I dug that album,
and then
you finally toured. You finally came through Columbus. I think it was for Second Logos you did?
Yes, we
came with Caustic and
no, maybe
right? Yeah.
Yeah, we came through Columbus, and then I remember because we played that weird circus place.
Yes.
And then we came through again and opened for God Module while A-Pop was playing down the street. It was like the same night.
And you did that cover, though.
And we did it. Yeah, we did it. That's where the cover of Kathy's song came from. Because I joked to the promoter that I was going to do it, and then so like not much before the show, she mentioned that cover, and I'm like, nah, I was kidding. She's like, no, you have to do it. I'm like, God damn it. And of course, I was happy to have it, but yeah, that was funny origin of that. And then you picked up from Columbus to Roanoke, of all places.
Roanoke, yeah.
And the Red Star City or Star City, is that what it is?
Yeah, I mean the Red Star, like that's my logo, is actually, if you look on Rush's 2112 album, that's
it's a Rush thing. Okay.
Yeah, but it has that Roanoke connection, I guess, because we are the Star City. We have a light up star on the side of the mountain.
Yes. Oh, you're too kind side. But yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's pretty cool, man. We should draw it to. I mean, you and I have been friends for a long time, so we could just sort of yap about nothing. But I'm very excited.
What do you want to do this weekend? You do anything?
Yeah, well, I'm going to see the 40 Boys, dude.
We'll meet at the airport bar.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, we will. I remember one year from MystiCon, Jeff from The Last Dance was just like there, and he's just like, Brian? And I'm like, Jeff? And then I was like, this weird little industrial rock star meetup. Yeah, that it's a tradition hitting that goofy attached thing to MystiCon, that hotel bar thing, and I'm so excited.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yes, because we did the RavenCon recently in where in Virginia was that?
That one was in Richmond.
Richmond, yes, and yeah, Richmond's got it going on too. Fallout, big ups to that, and Damien, what's up, dude? That was a great one. So, heading out to MystiCon, it's going to be awesome. My guest for this episode, coming all the way out to space. Thank you. I know it's costing you millions of dollars to boost the signal out here into the black void. SYRINX star, remix auteur extraordinaire. Check out all his remix work. Thank you for your help on Tigersquawk Records. Thank
you for having me on it.
Oh, dude, it started with Club Ovator going, "Can I be on your label?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And it's just snowballed into this wonderful thing. So, that being said, ladies and gentlemen, you know what we can do? Since this is kind of like our Tigersquawk interview that like I used to just do audio, but now we can do video. We can end this. Our big show outro can be the 1 2 3 Tigersquawk. You ready? You ready?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let me get ready.
So okay.
All right. I'm good.
1 2 3 Tigersquawk! I fucked it up. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Oh, yeah. End credits are rolling, but we can just talk over them. It's a classic thing to do. I think that was a great episode. Don't you, the internet?
I loved it. I mean, it started Brian Grotner. What on you?